Hello and welcome. My name is Julia. Thank you for tuning into this Avalon Rituals reading. I have done a reading. Well, today's Friday. I'm going to do it for the weekend, but I also feel like this is a timeless reading. So whenever you felt drawn to this reading, maybe because you saw the title and there was something you resonated with, then there might be informations that are now important for you. I've laid out the cards already. I'm going to say this every time because I know that people really like to see the card reader shuffling because it feels more authentic, which I do get and I can understand. But I'd also have a German channel where I do the readings first, which is why they are already laid out upside down right now. But I'm going to turn them around in a second when I go through the reading. So in case you don't believe that I've done this reading also on my German channel, just check out the date when I uploaded it and go to the German channel that I will link you below this video. And then you will see that these cards are actually picked while I was shuffling live. So for the people who don't believe me. They're already, so we have the past here, the present here, the future, and an advice. Every time on the German channel you can see that I pulled a row, I pulled the other side as well, or I checked the other side, the bottom of the deck. So I will give you the energies as well, even though I don't have them here now, this moment. The first card here was actually the Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords is an energy of moving on, moving into calmer waters, moving from conflict to harmony to peace, which also means that in the past you have been in a situation where there was conflict, there was a lot of trouble, there was a lot of emotional trouble, a lot of ups and downs and waves. That might have been, though, also a situation in your work life. So no matter what this refers to, it's not a love reading or a work reading. This is a general reading, so it can refer literally to every area of your life. And we see that we have as a first card in the past the Wheel of Fortune. So there has been very destined change in your life. Something has changed, but it was a good change. Something that is now getting better because of that change. That is in alignment with the card that you actually, like right now, don't see here, the Six of Swords I was just talking about. A transition time, a change, a positive change, moving into a positive future, or a future that is more in alignment with who you truly are. So that's a beautiful confirmation having the Wheel of Fortune here. There might have been a situation in the past where you or someone else tried to sneak away. This again is a card of leaving a situation, so it's repeating. With this card, the energy of sneaking away comes in, so we have a little bit of dodgy energy here, which might refer to things the person, if it's a relationship or something in your work life, could be referring to other people, could also be referring to you, that someone wasn't really honest. It could be cheating, stealing, deceiving. That's an energy here that I have in the past for you that might have played a part either on your side or the other side. But also this talks about, like I've said, leaving a situation. What came through on with this card as well was the energy of walking on eggshells, because he's like tiptoeing. It's like, okay, I'm sneaking away, I'm going to be really carefully, maybe sneaking away at night so that there isn't like trouble coming. This people wants to get out of trouble and is very careful, or this person does not want to get in trouble and is therefore very careful. So that might have been an energy here for you as well. I also feel like this whole thing in the past led to new ideas coming in. New ideas, maybe a sense of freedom, a sense of liberation. Maybe you feel like a fresh, clear wind is now blowing in your life and you feel like, oh, I feel so much more light again now. So that's a beautiful energy. For some of you, there could have been an air sign involved, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, though I don't necessarily feel that energy that much with it, especially with the pages. I'm not so much focused on the energy of the zodiacs, but just to give you an idea that there could have been a possibility here. Could be a younger person as well. In general, though, I feel like this is the energy of something becoming a little bit more light again, new ideas, new inspiration, new thoughts that you haven't thought before, or in general, the feeling of being a little bit more light again, things becoming easier. Now, we have the now energy, the present, and the present here, and the energy on the bottom of the deck, which again is now shuffled in here. Check out the German channel if you don't believe me in that sense. In that case, we had the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, especially with the kings and queens. I like to use the energy of this, the elements a little bit more. So it could have been a fire sign, or it's a fire sign you're in the current energy are dealing with. So that might be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It might also refer to you being very fiery, very inspired. It's a card of independence, a card of being really confident. It could be a magical card, someone who's very supportive, who feels really good, really positive, someone who's charming, attractive. So take a few of those attributes and see to who this refers. Maybe this is you, maybe this is a friend or a person you're dealing with here. But the overall energy in the present timeline here, or the present line, is the energy of the Queen of Wands. And I do see the energy of being inspired, knowing your worth, and maybe being a bit magical and very independent. It's a very independent energy. Now this was coupled with the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is you've already done a lot of work on something, but there is something where a little bit more time needs to pass. There is a bit of a waiting time. You need to be a bit of patient, a little bit patient. This would refer to if you eat the apple too soon, it's going to be sour. I don't know if you have the same saying in English, but in Germany, when you say to bite into the sour apple, it's obviously not a very pleasant thing, but it's something that you sometimes have to do. Well, I don't think it really makes sense to now translate it really in English, but the meaning is sometimes you need also to wait a little bit longer to not bite into the sour apple, because you really want to have a delicious apple. But also you see there are already fruits on this bush, and he has already worked for it. So it's nothing new, it's just that something needs a little bit more time, and you might need to practice patience a little bit. This whole thing here is coupled with the Emperor. Now the Emperor is all four kings in one. Same as the energy of the Empress is all four queens in ones. And with the Emperor, there might be a very specific individual. If it comes to love, that would be a very strong love connection. I don't want to say the one, because I feel like when you start to talk about soulmates, twin flames, etc., there's a whole industry behind it where people get crazy, and other people use those people who get crazy to make money out of that, and I don't really like that. So I'm always a little bit careful when talking about these things and energies. Also because then people cling on to the story of he's my soulmate, he's my twin flame, I can't let go of him forever because of the name, the meaning I give to this. And I'm very, very careful with this. So I just want to bring this into your consciousness as well. But with this card, if this refers to love, there might be a very powerful connection where you feel like, oh my God, this person has everything. So having this in the center of the reading could be that there is something that is growing. You need a bit more patience here, a bit more time, but something is growing with a specific individual where you're like, wow, this is everything I wanted. On the other hand, this could be your energy, even if you are a woman, because the Emperor stands for making a plan and like being focused on your goal. What's your goal? How do you get there? Make a plan and work for it. So there might be a specific goal that you want to reach. where you need to have a practical, structured plan that needs a little bit more time here to develop, so be patient. But I'm going to come to the next energy, be and stay focused, because the King of Swords is really focused on his goal and he's just going for it. Now, I know there is a little bit of an energy of, okay, shall I wait or shall I go? I do see this card and I feel this card more as stay focused. Focus, focus, give it time, but focus, focus, and work for it and do what you need to do. But be patient in the process. Also, for me, the knights are the ones that bring a message. I know some people use the pages for it. This is not really the energy I pick up from the pages. For me, the knight on a especially because on the Lenormand, the rider is the card for the messenger. So for me, the knights are the messengers. There might be a message coming in, or you might want to talk about a specific plan, a long-term plan or something here with this specific person, a partner. Could also talk about a boss. Because, like I said, this might refer to something in your work life, especially with also having the Queen of Wands here. Obviously not in this row, but that was the card on the bottom of the deck. It talks about independence, so that again could refer to your work life here as well. Being independent, being self-employed, being very self-sufficient here. So again, if this refers to your work life, take the time, make the plan, stay focused. In the future position, we do have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Now, I do think people say that the Emperor is Aries. We have technically here an air sign, and we do have another fire sign here. Again, don't attach yourself too much to the energies of the zodiacs. I'm just going to say it because it might be that you relate to it. So we would have an Aries here, a Leo or a Sagittarius. But again, what I pick up more of this energy is inspired action. Here you stay focused and you are moving forward. This is just the indication of that some things need more time. And I do feel like in the future, something is really going to move forward fast. It's like, yes, I know now where to go and I'm very sure and I'm going to go there now because it's what I feel, what feels right. So there will be in the near future, I feel like a push of moving forward, and you're going to feel it within every cell of your beingness that you're going to move forward now. I'm just thinking about what was the energy that I had here. I remember what I had on this card, on this energy here. I actually right now can't really remember what was at the bottom of the deck, but maybe then it's not important. So yeah, we're just going to go to the next card, the Star. The Star is wish fulfillment. Star is the card of Aquarius, so that again, very interesting, right? Because we have the air energy, we have the fire energy here. But also this card says that you are on the right path. There is new hope. There is wish fulfillment. We have a destiny energy. So it does feel like you're moving into your destiny, which also seems to be your wish fulfillment. And know that you are on the right path. There is new hope. And then we have the Two of Cups, which is the energy, again, a soulmate energy. So for a lot of you, that could talk about a really powerful connection that is really destined to happen, destined to move forward here. It seems like you know this person already, so that could be the energy of the other person for you. It might be that there is something that you need to do that could even tie in with your work life. So if there is not your specific person now, it could talk about a situation in your work life where you might going to meet someone here because you're moving, how do you say, it, like I said, it could be related to relationships here for you. It could be related to work, but it could also be both, that we see other aspects flowing into this area where at some point eventually there is a destined relationship happening here. We do have the partnership energy, so that could also refer to a business cooperation, a work partnership. But whatever this is, if that is love or business or maybe even both, this feels like it's so gonna happen and it's destined, and all you need to do is tune into the energy and let yourself be guided through inspired action, because then you will definitely, I feel like this is the fastest way to your wish fulfillment here, to your destiny, to listen to your intuition, follow your intuition. If something comes up out of nowhere and you're wondering, why is this thought now in my mind, then that might be something to pursue in order to move forward into this wish fulfillment, into this destined partnership that we see here. So the next card is the advice. What's the advice? Well, and that's the Ace of Cups. So there is a chance that has been given to you by the gods, by the heavens. You see the hand out of the cloud, and it's like, there's new love. That's a very significant card for new love coming in. So in that case, I feel like it's important to take a chance and to go for it. It could be a card for emotional healing, to bring your emotions into motion again, so that everything is flowing. And therefore, it's important to release anything that is blocking the flow of emotions. It's also a very spiritual card, a very intuitive card. So another advice could be follow your intuition that has been given to you by the gods. For some of you, this refers to the feeling of not being good enough, because I remember that at the bottom of the deck we had the card of the Five of Pentacles. Something is missing, something maybe even like within yourself, the feeling of, oh, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve, which is bullshit. So just work on releasing this pattern, this thought pattern. And we have coupled this whole thing with the Judgment card, and it feels like it's so important for you now to really release the past, whatever this means for you. When I say these words, you will immediately get images and know what this is about. It could be the past, like your childhood. It could be the past related to this situation where deception happened, where lies maybe happened, where deceit and cheating happened, something where you needed to get out of to get into calmer waters, into a brighter future, which I do definitely see here. But whatever this is, it could be what I just said, releasing the old programming, the old belief systems and patterns that are still active within you, maybe thinking that you don't deserve love, that you don't deserve all the good things and abundance in your life. If that is the case, really look within, where is it coming from, and try to release those patterns. I do feel like for whatever is going to happen to you, whatever this refers to, it's so important to clear your emotions from the old, to let go, to forgive, to release energies of hate, of resentment, all those low vibrational energies basically, and to really let it go. Follow the Judgment is also the energy of follow the call of your soul. Again, follow your intuition, what does feel right for you to do. And we have this advice here. There's another card where I pulled actually really beautiful cards from a new deck that I just found online. It's the Priestess of Light Oracle. And the card that fell out was Healing the Heart. And that's in perfect and beautiful alignment here with the Ace of Cups and the Judgment card. Healing the heart, power of self-love. And I said this already in the reading, in the German reading, that because I feel like that's something that is really, really important, and where I feel like the spiritual industry is making a lot of money out of desperate people who want to meet their soulmate, and then they feel like, oh, I found my soulmate and I found a destined person in my life. And then they hold on to that, attach to that, and even if they get mistreated, they won't leave that situation because they feel, oh, but I thought it's meant to be. Maybe it was meant to be. Maybe it was meant to be there to teach you a lesson, to teach you self-love, to teach you what you want to experience and what you do not want to experience. In the end, it's important to not hold on to these energies. Oh, but he's my twin flame, my soulmate, blah, 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 because that will eventually, or that will lead to you being in a cycle of not being able to release because of the meaning you give that situation. And then this meaning will lead to you letting other people cross your boundaries again and again and again, not treating you good again and again, so that your mental, emotional and physical health even goes downward. So what I want to really stress here is that yeah, some things are destined, but also sometimes not destined to stay. Don't hold on to a story, don't hold on to a concept, and really see how people treat you, because nothing is worth you becoming ill. Nothing is worth you and your physical and mental health really going down. So it's your responsibility to take responsibility of your mental health, of your emotional health, and of your physical health. And no connection, how destined you thought at some point that connection is or was, should be the reason for you suffering. So radical self-love, the power of self-love is realizing your worth and saying no to these things. Maybe it will change in that case. Like maybe when you stand up for yourself, a situation is going to change, but nothing is going to change unless you are not changing to tune into your self-worth, what you truly want to experience, and to be very discernment with what you do not want to experience. And therefore, healing the heart and releasing the past, no matter what happened, seems to be especially important for the future that wants to come in for you now. So release those old energies so that you're clear and can let in now the beautiful new beginning that we see here. Alright guys, I hope you resonate with the reading. If so, leave a like, a comment or subscribe to the channel, and wish you guys a lovely day. If you like to tune into my Instagram, I have an Instagram channel as well. I always forget to say that, but it's the Avalon Rituals channel, and the link to it is going to be below this video in the info box. So sending you all so much love from Avalon, and see you next time.